Bet you lanes won't prove. Don't play no game, boy. I'm bust the proof. Catch a body in broad day. Excuse me. I got the keys to the city. Rolling up some good. Pouring up till we get faded. You know how we do it. Everybody take a flex of me. I got the keys to the city. I don't need no limousine. Man, I sent you the invite, man. My gosh. Run up, get done up. We the realest. Ain't no trip out around here. Body in broad day. Catch a body in broad day. I got the keys to the city.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
I got the key to the city.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Foles. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know
3
what
negative
happened
plays
last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Oh, I think I'll play.
From the 34 now, here's Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's got room. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
I almost missed you, J.J.
Taking the early lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Stuff like that ain't got nothing to do with my team overall. That's bad user right there. Ain't no glitch. Ain't no cheese. That's just bad user, man.
About ready to take possession here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is
Birds, I'm sorry, bro. We ain't going for
behind
that
the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Foles. Going deep here for Matthews. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Wow.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Matthews, the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first down throw, Darnold.
Ooh, square, you was open.
Here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Lets it go for Nelson. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
How do you
Even
how do
without
you
a ton of
catch that
pressure in his
animation
face, it
right
just
there?
shows how
Nigga
difficult it is to
beat,
pick apart his
man.
own defense. Those guys are sitting
How
back
you
and
let
they're not
him
playing the receivers as much as they're playing the
warp
eyes of
into
the
where my
quarterback and when he
receiver
delivers the ball.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
It's 80-something
Here's
degrees
second
in
and
LA.
7 now from the 28.
Put some jet skis on the lake.
64.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
I got the keys to the city.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken in at the 11. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's Darnold. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field.
See, that
And
is...
it drops down incomplete.
How are they
Thought
getting
he might
that?
have had it. Instead, second down.
That is so lame that they give you that animation when
there
you
was no
beat.
way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's Darnold. Caught by Nelson left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. On first and 10, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nelson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.J. Nelson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. McManus's point after is good, and that makes our score 17-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now Foles. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Catch a body in broad day. Oh, excuse me.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
All my life.
Now, Barney! Detroit! Gun!
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56!
Catch a body in broad day.
On 1st down, Darnold. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dante Fowler. in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Now it's Darnold.
Oh, catch the ball, bro.
He holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Man, y'all wasting y'all time watching
the
this
field goal
game.
department
This
so
dude
far.
ain't
He's
trying
2
to
for
play
2.
to win.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need
Dude
him
already
late
chewing
in the game,
clock in the
his
first
confidence should
quarter.
be sky high.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on
Just be glad
offense
to get these
because I
type
know
of
I've got a
games over
defense that
with,
can hold
man.
up their end.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll hand it off now. Johnson, nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The Packers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Excuse me.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Gun!
From the 50, it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They go play action here on first down. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. In for the score. And the Saints add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season,
Average a little
but don't
bit,
burst the
young,
bubble
rich
because
nigga
he
shit.
thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Left side caught by Matthews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll drop the throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, let him throw it.
There, incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time.
Oh, yeah, he was going to Matthews. I was going to take that.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Go, go, go!
Now back to throw.
Oh, wait, I'm betting it.
Down to 15
Both of y'all
now.
in the same stupid animation.
So now the Packers
I know I got y'all
the
playing the
special
ball.
teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
Gun!
Darnold on 1st down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A final shot before the break, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gun!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gun!
To throw is Darnold. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Gun!
Darnold from the gun. Throw left side on target to Kane. Complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And no pitch there, and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
No. Check. Patriot!
After the run, now Darnold to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints are pouring it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Will Tye, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers get a score closer. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone. But today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They are big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic. And they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did
I
they
got the
stick with
keys
that?
to the city.
I would think that they
I don't
would,
need
because
no
if they
limousine.
were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Chandler. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Wow.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. To throw again, Chandler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Chandler. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left.
Man, he running so
Flashed a
slow.
nifty
What
move,
is his
but they'll
speed?
drop him at the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And 3rd quarter,
Man,
here,
he's
got
slower
the
than
lead. This is where
Darnold.
that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Chandler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Andrews.
Open
his
that thing
first
up.
touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints just continue to roll. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Packers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Under.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you're going to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Oh, excuse me. Money more mature. Get your money, Yannick. Yannick. Get your money out.
He's back to throw.
That ain't gonna do it, Virgil.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Saints are going to get it back.
That ain't gonna do it,
shape.
big dog.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Chandler. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Kiss your body in broad day.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Chandler. And this is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Chandler. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. In for the score. And the Saints are pouring it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Plus, I ain't in the real well. What you reaching for?
Water. Here we go. 4 down. Check. Tempo.
Foles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
One.
Here's Foles. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Packers on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll look to throw here. Now a hit and falls loses the football. It's out. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
All right, you've had to put up with
Wow,
me in
what
this
kind
booth.
of
I'm gonna
glitch
try
was
and be
that?
simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative
Boy,
of
these
how this whole
animations on
evening's
this
gone,
game are so
isn't it?
terrible.
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Following the fumble recovery, Chandler. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
I got the key to the city.
Extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll drop to throw. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Foles now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now Foles. Looking here for Smith downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Packers on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep.
That's corny, man. That is corny, dog.
So
that's so corny.
Pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Let's go. Hayden full. Great.
Back to throw again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
They're going to look to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Go, go!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our
click on
referee.
it, bro.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
None of y'all niggas can't see me. None of y'all niggas can't see me.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, yeah.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
Eddie Jackson,
Never
one
forget
time.
it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Ooh, excuse me.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get the win.